All right, everyone. Good evening. It's 7 o'clock. Welcome to North Paulding High School, where we'll be presenting our percussion ensemble concert tonight. My name is Levi Lyman. I'm the assistant band director, but tonight I'll be your percussion director and mostly your tactical staller while I give space for all of our wonderful friends to get set up. Because as you, all you percussion parents know, there's so much stuff to move all the time. This concert really is a culmination of a couple years of work. There's a couple pieces that we're doing tonight that are new and a couple that have been waiting since last year to be performed. This is Tapestry by Josh Walker, and it's actually one of the new ones that we're going to perform tonight. And it's got a bunch of people. Was anyone in the percussion ensemble last year? Nope, this one's got all my fresh faces up here with their new music. So please enjoy Tapestry by Josh Walker. So I may have pulled a bit of a fib at the start. I said I was your percussion director for the evening, and really, I'm not even that. That's one of 3 pieces I'm going to have anything to do with tonight. What's coming out right now is our Omnis Trio, which is going to feature this big conservation on the side, and each got a set of bongos and a tam-tam that's going to come out. And they approached me about playing this about 2 months ago. And I was like, guys, that's kind of a tough, mature piece to handle in such a short time. Are you sure? And they were sure. And wow, they put it together really very quick. And this is, like I said, one that I'm gonna have no hand in. I helped them a little bit, but I'm going overboard saying just that. So really what you're about to see is a tribute to how hard they've worked and wanted to present this Omnis Trio to you. And without further ado, please enjoy the Omnis Trio. loud one, isn't it? And I'm not trying to rag on you guys, you can see it, the look on their face, the extreme amount of focus that has to go into that. What we're about to prepare for you right now is our first of 3 solos that are going to be presented tonight. Because if I've got some great musicians who are learning solo literature, who am I to say no to that? So as we go ahead and wheel this 5-octave out, I'll tell you a little bit about this keyboard. What makes music difficult in this setting is as we decrease the number of players and also increase the length. I told the wrong thing entirely. We're not getting ready for a solo right now because, in fact, we're going to get ready for another extreme quartet. We're coming over here from all these bang bang drums to over here to these wonderful keyboards, and you're going to find out just how percussive they can get. This is professional literature, actually written by Third Coast Percussion, David Skidmore. And what I mean by professional literature is like these people make their living writing and performing music like this. And this was not one of those things that they said, hey, we're playing Torch and Wreck. I was like, no, you're not. And sure enough, they are. And in just a second here, as they get all their special different mallets, in fact, Nina, can I borrow these and show these off? So very often we'll use different kind of fuzzy mallets on these keyboards, but very often in this more mature literature, there's a need for a more articulate mallet. And what this is a recycled mallet. I actually Nina took some old mallets and just, and tell them, what'd you do?
I used scissors and I just cut the yarn off.
That's exactly it. And funnily enough, the mallets that are left behind are now more valuable than the ones we cut up in the first place. And I think we're ready to go. So without further ado, please enjoy David Skidmore's Torched and Wrecked. So again, you can see that the type of literature that we're pursuing in this percussion ensemble is frankly mind-boggling to me. That's the kind of stuff that I wanted to play when I was in college, and they're doing it right now in high school. And again, you can see that extreme focus on their face. You've got to move that 5 octave. You're supposed to move that 5 octave ramp. Don't worry, I can tactically stall for an indefinite period of time. You can see that, again, they've got that incredible look of focus on their face, because the music just consumes you. As we add more notes to a piece, and as we add more length to a piece, and as we slowly take away extra players, that difficulty just skyrockets. And so really the epitome of literature that we get to do in this is our solo literature. And right now, it's my pleasure. I didn't do the strong hand, right? Okay. I only made this concert order. You think I would know it better. It's my distinct pleasure to present to you Arrow Cunningham playing their solo from 3 Moods by Neighbors Arrow. All right, the next piece that we've got for you today is called African Sunwalk. And this is another one that's going to be featuring all of our new friends and faces. What this selection came from was twofold. First of all, I really wanted to have kind of a samba beat, which is Brazilian drumming, because it's a tradition at Kennesaw State University with John Lawless, my percussion director. Every percussion ensemble concert, we had put on one samba groove. And this also needed to be married with letting them pick the music. And so they actually picked out this piece of music based on some creative suggestions from me, and they picked out their parts for it as well. So they've got a huge amount of ownership on this, and what we really want to highlight is we've got a bunch of these different African drums up here, and I want to be really clear. I know the congas aren't African, please don't judge me like that. They are place holding for an instrument called the junjun, which is an African bass drum. Anyway, so this week in class, we've been trying to get everyone caught up on their grades as we head into our following semester. All of my people that are signed up for marching band, I'm really excited to have you come check out the instruments next week, not next week, but the week after, and there's going to be some information coming out for that, but you should have heard probably already from your student that we're taking those home. I will keep stalling. Man, it's funny, when they tell you to do it, I can't think of the fun thing to say. Mac, bail me out.
Talk more about the drums, the drums that we don't have.
Ooh, yeah. So, what I've got here is an African djembe. And for the longest time of my life, I thought it was djembe, and we had a silent D at the front of it. It's D-J-E-M-B-E, djembe. And when I was studying at Kennesaw State, it was really fun. I actually got to discover the D is not silent. I got to speak to a Ghanaian master drummer, John Wesley Donkwa, and he was very specific. It's like, Timhe. And it's like, oh, well, that's not how I pronounce it at all. He's like, you are wrong. I was like, oh, well, thank you so much. And on that awkward bombshell, I'd like to present to you Dan Moore's African Sunwalk. Wonders. I always love that style of music because it makes great room for melodic lighting and percussion. Very often in the percussion section, we get stuck in the back counting to 200,000 before we ding the triangle one time. And it's a nice, refreshing change of pace to have not just a moving and active part, but the foremost melodic moving part. What we've got coming out is our second of 3 solos that we are performing tonight, and this one will actually be done with accompaniment. This is Charles Bowles' solo, which, you want to tell him what the name is?
In the Stillness Beneath the Trees.
And this piece is really, really programmatic because as you sit here and listen to it, being able to orchestrate stillness on an instrument that involves lots of banging is really impressive. And then being able to perform it in a way that doesn't feel like a lot of banging is even more impressive. And it's really exciting and fun to listen to. And while they're laying this out, I do want to brag about this. We are very fortunate at this school to have this 5-octave marimba. I'm sure a lot of you hear that all the time. The 5-octave, oh yeah, the 5-octave, the rosewood, what is that? What this is, I mentioned this word a lot tonight, professional. This is a professional instrument. The same way that all the wind players can have a student instrument, or an intermediate, or a step up, this is our professional instrument. It costs about $15,000 to $20,000, and it's all because of 2 things. One, there's like 5 extra notes down here that are really big and very exciting. And 2, it's made from African rosewood, which is the traditional wood that we make these marimbas out of, not the acoustalon, which is fake. Up here, you can tell there's a different in the warmth of the sound. All right. And tell me what's it called again? Here's Beneath the Stillness of the Trees. That really is a treat to listen to. This next one we've got coming up, man, when the two of them told me that they were playing a duo like this, I was like, that is just like my peanut butter and jelly combo that I've got right up here, Davis Fuller and Ryan Smallwood. They are playing for you tonight a piece called The Wildings Duo by Ivan Trevino, who is someone who's kind of new and hot on the scene for writing percussion music. And it's really interesting. They've got this double setup of tom-toms and a shared bass drum and some shared hand drums. And it looks like that they're so on top of it that you guys are ready to go, aren't you? Please enjoy the Wildings Duo. All right. I'd like to present our last solo for this evening, and it's a bit of a special one because it's not every year, maybe it is, that you get to graduate a senior. And this past month, Dylan not only is getting ready to graduate next month, but he went and auditioned over at KSU to get into their school of music, and how'd that go, Jamaica?
Yeah, we're really good.
And they accepted?
I made it, yeah.
Yeah! I am touched and honored to say that, and I had next to nothing to do with his music education, but this is the first time that I've graduated a musician that's going to college for it. So can I get another round of applause for it? What he's about to perform for you right now is called Smagbeck Etude Number 2, and it's actually what he played to get that acceptance. So please enjoy. All right, guys, all hands on deck. The next piece we're about to play is our penultimate piece for the evening. It is called, What Are You Going to Do When You Are Not Saving the World? Which is kind of a mouthful, but it's from the motion picture soundtrack, The Man of Steel. That's written by Hans Zimmer. It came out about 10 years ago, very catchy film. It had, I think it was Henry Cavill's first Superman outing. And I wanted to read to you what they said about it at the front. This is Brian Perez, the arranger. This arrangement is the realization of a vision I had after viewing the trailer for the Superman movie, Man of Steel, 2013. Yep, 10 years. I heard its potential as a percussion ensemble arrangement and thought it would be great to try as a beautiful and powerful addition to any percussion ensemble program. Thanks, Brian. It can be programmed as a smaller ensemble, as few as 9, or maybe expanded to 15 players and beyond to more fully display the true emotional power of the original score by Hans Zimmer. And that's exactly what we're doing, is we're expanding this to as many players as we've got so that we can have at least one piece this evening where I have all of my players on the stage. And it was great fun preparing this, and yesterday I got to bring up my college music professor, John Lawless. We had the pleasure of hosting him here in this auditorium, and we got to work with him, and he gave the comments the way that I remember getting comments when I was in college, and it was a really fun outing that I'm hoping we can continue for years and years into the future. He's already told me that he's got some percussion ensemble at KSU tickets set aside with our names on it, so that next concert in December, we're gonna get in. Tactical stalling is an art form, and I want to express that I'm still practicing that art form. You'll see this piece actually features a piano played by Ryan Smallwood, who I just found out this semester plays the piano, so I've been taking abuse of him. We lost it. And I gotta fix this because we gotta hear it, y'all. Good. All technical malfunctions not forthcoming. This is The Man of Steel, arranged by Brian Perez. you. I got one more bonus piece for you at the end here. And we're going to very lightning, I'm gonna get this out. So I got a reference back to when the kids were talking about Torsion Wrecked in Wilding's duo, and they said, oh, we're playing that. I said, no, we're not. No way, you got it confused with another piece of music. This is the actual piece of music that we had that conversation about, that I was just in pure shock that they said they were playing this. What they're about to perform tonight is a piece called Gravity by Mark Mellitz, which has, in the past years, become a staple in our percussion ensemble literature. And I mean it, I'm just full on jealous of them. This is the kind of music that I always wanted to get to playing, and it was just one that I never was able to get around to. And now, at my ripe old age of 32, directing band, my playing days are done. And so now I just get to live vicariously through these excellent, superb musicians, pursuing music at a level that I didn't think was possible at their age. And let me be clear, what they're about to play, they have no business playing at all, let alone at the level that they're doing. So it's why I saved it for our last piece. It's easily the most advanced piece of literature that I've seen come through these walls in the whopping 1 year that I've been here. And it's worth every last penny. You see, they're so fast. I was like, man, I have to talk for a while. They have to push all that stuff back and all these things out. Your percussionist children are amazing at getting the things they need and getting done what needs to get done. It makes this concert a real breeze for old farts like me, because I can just sit back and watch them sound really, really nice. Sorry, did I touch a nerve there, Beth? I didn't mean to. And for the first time, I'm empty on tactical stalls. So this is Charles Bowles. You got to see him earlier performing the pieces of music. Charles, what do you think about Gravity?
It's a piece.
That's not what you said you were going to say earlier.
What? We did not play this.
So what do you think about this piece, Charles?
Subway sandwiches.
Davis, with the fresh cut, how's it going? What do you think about this piece, playing bass, marimba, and Gravity?
I think it's pretty fire, honestly.
Ryan, over here, holding down a repertoire on Gravity, Mark Mellitz. How do you feel about it?
Subway pizza.
Yep, we'll stick to the music, I suppose. How's it going, Dylan?
Oh, pretty good. So.
Nice. Hey, you have to sell us something too.
Oh, I found my mallet.
Guys, I mean it. This one's one to enjoy. Please enjoy Gravity by Mark Mellitz. One big round of applause for our North Paulding High School Percussion Ensemble. We're going to take a big bow on three. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. It's fantastic. They're amazing. Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting live music. We'll see you at the next show.